Hello.
Hi,
Back. How are we going?
we're back. Good. Let's see how many people show up. We've been gone for a bit. You got locked down and moved, and I had no
Yeah.
AC for a day, and there was the holidays. So
Yeah. No, thanks everyone for your patience with us. Like, it's obviously been like a pretty big couple
yeah,
weeks for us all. Like, yeah, like you said, like I moved to Sydney and now I'm in lockdown, which is fun.
that's fun.
Um, I'm starting a new job at the same time and everything. So it's been good. And then, yeah, I've been busy with the Rockies Awards and getting that across the line. So, yeah.
Yeah, we got finalists all locked down. Hopefully, we'll get able to get that stuff in the next week or so. So
Mhm.
fingers crossed. There's some really good
Mhm.
entries. There's crazy good
Oh,
entries.
it's
The,
so good.
the good ones just make me feel terrible about myself. Like, how did I get into the industry?
I haven't done any work myself in a little while, and it's just like, it's fine. This is fine.
Yeah.
So we're doing Lego this week. That's pretty good. Good topic actually. Wish I'd.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let me just pop into it. Cool. So we had like 8 entries, I think it was. So let's have a look.
Which is good considering, it's the summer, the world's on fire, everyone's got finals.
Crazy times. Yeah, this is fine. We're fine. Cool.
Is that
Um,
that below 7 one? That's cool.
yeah, no, it's pretty wicked. Let's have a look.
Damn.
This one, yeah,
That one's kind of nuts in terms of the modeling. Do they have a wireframe on there?
yeah. No, I'm pretty stoked with this one. Let's have a look. So a breakdown. Nice.
All right, so it's slick, but what it's missing off the bat is obviously breakdowns, wireframes, unshaded, all that fun stuff, and then reference just to kind of see what you're working from. But
Mm-hmm.
it's slick. I in terms of the material itself, um, I don't know. It feel like it's obviously just like the flat colors, so it looks like Lego pieces. It looks like it needs a better presentation in terms of just how it's lit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like flat with lighting right now, and flat with the render, especially the glass part. It's a cool model. I just wish there was a breakdown and like a kind of a process and reference for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with it. Like, I don't know, like, some of these pieces don't look like Lego, if that makes sense. I don't know. I haven't played with Lego in a long time, but do they come in these little
I don't
like?
know. Lego's like stepped up their game in the last 10 years. Like they're crazy.
So like I assume it's come a long way. Like for me, like Lego is just these little square little bricks, but this is coming in like all kinds of shapes and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with it. It really could do with a bit of like a tiny bit of like wear and tear and maybe some secondary details. Like
Yeah.
also it looks to be like it could be faceted. Can you see that?
Yeah, yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
You can see like it just looks like it needs to get its smoothing groups fixed.
But I mean, in terms of design, like it's
It's fun.
really nice. Like it's yeah, like you said, it's slick.
I
It's
wonder what
really
the bottom looks like. I want to like pick it up
probably
and
not
look at
modeling.
it. Yeah.
Like my combi van, I was like, I'm not modeling the bottom. No one's gonna see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool pieces going on. I just and this is a like again why it's so nice to show process and breakdown. It's not even because it's just 'cause I'm just curious. I would love to see how it.
Yeah, like I would want to know, like, as well, like how this is constructed. Like, is it individual bricks or is that like a texture? Like, that would be interesting to know.
Exactly.
Like, like probably, I'm going to assume a texture, but I mean, we don't know. Okay. All right. Move on to the next one. Apologies if my audio is not great. I'm still working on my temporary setup and I'm still living out of a suitcase. So.
It's good. So is
Um,
this just this looks like it's just a 2D one? That's pretty cool.
it's very cute. Love the design, concept art. I'd
Yeah.
love to see this one modelled. Yeah, very nice.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it.
What's oh that's I was looking at the two pieces next to the chicken head. I was like, all right, it's the wings. On the upper right.
Oh, what is that?
It's cool though. I mean, I like the before and after and like the break of the pieces. It's a fun piece. I like it. It's a nice breakdown of that concept.
No, it's good. Nice and clean art style as well. Like,
Yeah.
cool. All right. So I feel like this one had a lot of potential, but like what let this down most is like I can't see it. It's tiny. Maybe like I don't know whether there was an issue with exporting a bigger file or something, but like I cannot see it. So
Yeah, that's yeah. Again, another rough one. It like looks like such a fun piece. It's just such a small piece. With so I scale. Yeah, so I like the idea of it. I like what you're trying to make. I just can't see anything. And breakdown and closer renders and reference and all. Another example of like great piece just needs more. This one specifically, it's like the render itself is so small and there's only one.
I know. I feel like maybe there might have been an issue on upload or something. I don't know. But
Possibly.
yeah, but like it's got a lot of potential. So like, please update it. I'd love to see some more renders of it, and let's see where you take this because I think it could be a really fun little piece. But so
Yeah.
thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Um, nice. All right. Cool. So next one is this one. Really solid breakdown. Like a lot of reference. We can see how you made it. Let's have a look.
Good
So
shaded views.
yeah, good UVs. The model and the materials feel great. Like it looks like it's been plucked out the Lego movie, which is awesome. Like all of your materials, they've got the right spec response. They've got, you know, good color, good shape and form. Everything feels really crisp and quite nice. Well done. Maybe a bit of opacity. I don't know. Do Lego? I don't think Lego people actually do these
No.
settings, do they?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, should it be rounded because the hands are rounded, the face is rounded, and the hat is rounded, like a C.
Yeah.
So it's like, I almost feel like it should be, or if it is more fast, because like even the legs have that perfect round to it. But it looks great. Good textures. Definitely got the personality of it too.
Yeah, it's really cute. No, I'm pretty happy with it. Presentation is clean as well. Like it's not overly complicated, but you don't need a lot for something like this.
No,
The focus
no.
is the piece. So um, topology, everything looks pretty clean. Nice. What are your thoughts in terms of like wear and tear and like any sort of secondary layers, Justin?
On this guy, I don't know. I mean, like I know what you mean. Like it's I think he's fine as is here. I guess I would have to see him if he was in an actual scene. If since he's in a white background like that, I don't really expect it. But if he was like in a scene where he actually looked like he was needed being a contractor or something like that, I'd expect maybe some. But no,
Mm,
it's not really bugging me as much. The one thing that's
yeah,
bugging me since I put it out is just the arm because I can see it on both the elbows. It just needs like a couple other edge loops inside there to smooth it out.
I think I noticed it. Let me just have a look in the model. I think yeah, like for the most part, the model seems pretty clean, but yeah, the arms do feel a bit soft. Soft, I
Yeah,
don't know, soft and mushy, but it's like they just don't seem to have like that same level of smoothness as the rest of the model. Like,
yeah.
yeah, but so because this is nice and crisp and everything. So let's have a look. Maybe we might need some supporting edge loops around the head as well.
Yeah,
On
around
that,
that
just
gap
to get
there. Yeah,
because it feels a little bit softer around there, or it's not smoothing nicely. But no, other than that, I mean, I'm being really picky. I think it's quite good.
yeah. I like it though. It's really well done.
All right. This one was cool. This one reminded me of like Minecraft.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like the renders of it. I like how they have the pieces up top, but I like the colors used too. Like I like it reminds me of Minecraft meets like old school Zelda meets like
Oh,
if I was a kid now and I had this, I could picture myself building something with Legos, try to like recreate something like this. No, it felt good. I like it because it's like it, you can tell that there's like that separation. So I'm thinking about how long did it take to place all these things. Is there a wireframe or anything for this?
let's have a look. That looks stunning. That looks really nice. Like the lighting.
Mhm.
Um,
That's a good one. So
yeah,
the
great. Oh,
inside of it, yeah, the
oh
interior.
my God. It's so like it definitely feels like Minecraft.
Oh, no, go back to the top. Go back to the other one, the top down one. It feels that one then. That one. It's like it's old school 8-bit. That's cool. I like that.
That's so cool. Um, I like this little touch as well, like the iridescent or the see-through Lego. Like you can still see the bottom piece, so you like everything's constructed like realistically, which is great. Um,
That's
nice.
why I love to see like the wireframe because I'm just picturing all
Yeah,
these pieces together.
I think like so. I know that they modeled everything individually first. Can't see
Yeah,
any wireframes unless I'm blind, which is possible.
that's a cool reference. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like you're so close. I would just love to see the wireframes on this guy
yeah,
because I think it would just be something impressive to share with this guy.
yeah.
Are
Also,
you
like
watching random projects?
looking at some of these close-ups, like I'm wondering whether like the Lego pieces themselves are quite hexagonal, like they're
Yeah, I wonder if that's just because of the amount of geometry that's in there because he's got so many pieces, or they got so
yeah.
many pieces.
But no, it's really like I love how there's like this inconsistency
Yeah,
in the height, if that makes sense. So like you can tell that it's all constructed and it's not all perfect. Like we have these little imperfections which like just along the edge here and around here.
yeah, those are
It's really nice. It's I'm really happy with it. I
one of the
think
weird things I noticed too amongst like just the shape and the color and the render is just like those little imperfections just make it feel so much. Even that one there, it's like you can see there's a big where you just couldn't push it down all the way.
I want to go buy some Lego and play with Lego now. I've
Yeah,
got so much time in lockdown. Maybe I'll go like build like a castle.
there you go. Just do the whole thing. Just make it for your cat. Just make they go
My
bonkers.
cat's not even here anymore.
Oh no.
I'm alone. My co-host, she's back in Adelaide. Um, I reckon what for your next round, pop on a few. I mean, I don't know. You could be going for the super clean look, but maybe just a few like little fingerprint marks and things like that, just to give it some
Ooh,
character.
that'd be
Like
nice. Yeah.
if I can imagine like I don't know, like a kid's played with this and put this together or whatever, like, you would definitely have some like little like speck marks, some little marks in the roughness. Doesn't have to be like overly dirty, like, because I can imagine like they've just pulled it straight out the packet, but definitely just some little fingerprints or just little variations in the spec, that would really just push it just a little bit more. And also, something seems to be off with the lighting. I'm not sure if you're using like image-based lighting or something, but it looks really pixelated. Can you see that?
Oh, and I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, like something just seems really off with that. So I would just check the window image you're using in your light and just make sure it's of sufficient quality to render with as well. But other than that, yeah, you can see it up here. Other than that, really beautiful work. Well done. So this guy.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
God, I love it. It's great. Let me just go to the start. Um, where's the breakdown gone?
That was below everything.
Ah,
Here's a
that's
video
it.
for it.
Everybody's website's like all changed. Yeah, nah, Wicked. It's got a good breakdown. Here we go. What did you say this was from? What movie or what
Fight Club.
show? Fight Club.
You never
There
saw
we
Fight
go.
Club? Come on now.
No,
Is it
I
Australian?
haven't seen anything. I'm only just getting through Star Wars.
It's great.
So cool. So they've really gone like they've done a lot, but like
Yeah.
executed really well. Like normally I'd sort of say stay away from doing too much, but like it's quite nice. Like good reuse of the model as well for the background. Like everything's clean. The technology looks really great. Edge loops, supporting edge loops are all really nice.
I like it a lot. Really well.
Yeah, see, yeah, like this feels a lot nicer than the other one we were looking at. Like, see
Yeah,
how
it's got
it's crisp and smooth on the outside, but like this actually feels really soft, and the specular is rolling off it nice and smoothly.
very cool. Yeah, I also just like the render too at the very end. It just you can see the process of like how everything got set up.
Yeah, the textures are great as well.
Mhm.
Like that's awesome. Like the roughness and stuff. Like all of this little subtle detail is fantastic. Like it's not enough to make it like really jarring, but it's just really, really subtle. And this is the sort of roughness map I like to see for things like this. It's really soft. That's so good.
Yeah, that one's got a nice wear and tear on it.
He really looks old and battered and worn, doesn't he? Yeah, check this out. Like, can you see that spec response? I'm loving it. And then of course, like the final render. Do you have any feedback for improvement with this one,
No, I
Justin?
do. I like it. I like the whole thing. I mean, I like that it helps to have not just the breakdowns, but like the reference. Like it's kind of like what you said before. You're like you didn't understand what it was because you haven't seen Fight Club, but then when you saw the live image, you're like, oh, okay, I can see what they're doing, and you can see that the actual lighting looks really good.
It's
It's
almost
been
like a
staying.
one-to-one.
What's up?
It's almost like one-to-one. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's really good.
like even like the lights and the lamps, like it's crazy.
Mhm.
Fantastic job. Like the only difference is maybe the shelf, something. But
It's
like
just
you
the
would
shadows. I feel like the top one, the bottom one doesn't actually maybe have could be shelves. I think it maybe it just might be solid because I don't see it absorbing shadows. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
Where the way
yeah.
maybe it's but it looks great. Even the lighting on the back wall looks like the lighting in the back wall of the movie too.
Yeah, no, you should be really stoked with this one. Well done.
Yeah,
All
great
right,
work.
two more to go. So similar sort of vibe. Like we've got like a child's obviously been playing around with some Lego. I wonder if like everything else in the background was modeled as well.
I think with that one, it just the lighting needs to be not have shadows as dark
Hmm.
because the shadows seem just a bit dark. But the Lego pieces feel like they have good resolution on the top at least. You know what I mean? Because the other one had a little bit of a faceted. This one feels like it's got like very
Yeah,
round pieces.
definitely feels a lot more like realistic. But you're right. There's something off with the lighting. Like I actually like. I have a feeling that maybe the textures might be pushed a bit far. Like this red. Take a look at your.
Desaturated just a touch.
What's that?
Should it be desaturated just a touch? You think?
Yeah, like I almost feel like maybe they've just grabbed a slider and put it on like one, like red one, blue, green. Like it looks like it's 100% saturated in red. That's maybe why it's looking a little bit like that contrast between there and there just doesn't like feels a bit unnatural to me. But I don't know whether it's like a lack of ambient inclusion and lighting, or whether it's purely because the texture values are a little bit pushed. So just check that out because see, this feels more natural. This red color down here, but and then I'd say some of the details on the Lego, like this wear and tear on the bottom, it feels like, see this pattern that's coming through it, it's almost like a flowing marble, like a, I don't know, like it doesn't feel like dust, it feels like a galvanized texture or some sort of like
I see it. It looks like it's a little bit wavy. Yeah, it's too wavy.
yeah, like it's like a tie-dye Lego. Like this feels nice, like on top of here, and maybe it's just the lighting, you're not seeing it as much, but yeah, just make sure the patterns you're using are like they reminisce to what you are trying to achieve. And perhaps some of this chipping detail on here might be a bit strong as well. Like it feels, the chipping detail you have on it to me feels like it's makes it look like it's rubber instead of like a hard plastic. I think because the chipping is like soft and blurred, like it almost feels like a soft dent as opposed to, yeah, like a really hard Lego plastic. I wish Lego were made of rubber so when you stepped on them they didn't hurt, but like it's yeah. So that's just my sort of take on the
No, I
materials.
agree with you. I agree with you. Like it just needs to be not so intense with like that because now that I see it, it just reminds me of like some wavy sand stuff.
Yeah. I mean, this is great. Like the crayon on the side looks awesome. And some of these elements back here. But yeah, great work. I think, did this one come with a video as well? I think it came with a video. Oh no, it didn't.
Then
Yeah, it did.
good. Oh,
Pretty cute. But yeah, like I think like it probably could do with being a bit brighter and a bit like the black back here is sort of contrasting against like,
yeah. It's a little bit like it's too the shadows are too harsh and the colors are too saturated.
yeah, for like a, nah. But other than that, like great work.
Yeah.
Keep going, and I look forward to seeing, you know, if you update it. We have one more. It's like a geisha. So I thought the design was really clever. So really nice work. I like the pattern, and I like you know, just the overall design and the pattern on it. I think it's quite clever, and it's quite a good little piece, little flowers and stuff.
Yeah, I
Um,
like it. It's good shape, good colors, good textures. The materials feel a little flat.
mm,
Like you mentioned, one that we looked at, they had the construction hat. You can tell out the arm there and just the face. Looks like it needs to be shinier and a little bit tighter.
I think that's
Doesn't look
been painted over from what I can
like
see. Like, um, I have a feeling that perhaps part of this is a render and part of this is like painted. Can you see that?
yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Um, so I think that's maybe why it's appearing a bit flat, because I mean I can't see any specular or any sort of like shading on this. So I feel like, yeah, but yeah, it's because that feels like a model, which is,
Yeah, anyway, man.
yeah, that's definitely been painted over. But I mean like as long as you're, I think like it's fine to do that. Like if this is like a piece of concept or something like that, that's more than okay. Just make sure that you try and, you know, include some of those highlights that, or like overlay them on top, and perhaps you can render at a specular pass or something and overlay them on top of your concept just to keep it feeling in the same realm. Um, do you have any feedback for improvement for this one, Justin?
No, I mean it's cool. I mean I like it. It has I feel like the materials just feel a little flat. The textures look great, but the material like it doesn't it feels just a little flat, especially compared to that reference there. You can see the strong highlight on the right arm and even on the face. It's got like that very strong highlight. Um, and I don't really see that on the arm or face there. Um, but in general, it looks like good. Was there a wireframe or anything?
No, I couldn't see a wireframe. That's all right. No. So that would have been nice to see a wireframe as well. I reckon just tighten the spec as well. I think that sort of coincides with what you were saying, Justin.
Yeah,
Is
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
like we have this really sharp, glossy, like plasticky reflection, and then we have something quite broad and quite dull. So tighten that specular reflection, reduce the roughness quite, you can go quite low for something like this because, yeah, like this sort of in between roughness is making, it's got like the roughness of like rubber or something like an in between.
Yeah,
So definitely reduce that, and that will instantly make things look a lot nicer. So,
yeah,
cool. Well, did you want to announce some winners for this week?
yeah. I mean, I know my top three. I feel like I really like Ivan's Fight Club.
Yeah,
I really like the character with the hard hat, and I really like the like Minecraft one a lot.
yeah.
If I was gonna choose first, I'd say Ivan. He did a great job with the modeling, the breakdown, the
Mhm.
rendering, and everything like that. Just really well done. For second, I'm thinking I like the Minecraft one. My only biggest stick with that one is I wish I saw some wireframes, but they shared reference multiple shops and they had the breakdown like the pieces before. It just looks like such a fun piece. I
Mm,
agree that like there is some lighting issue. But in general, it just looks like such a fun piece. There's so much work that went into this that I just love seeing all the different pieces.
yeah,
And I just feel like if it was lit better and rendered better, and had a wireframe breakdown, all that stuff, I feel like it'd be like a hands down winner. Um, and then the hard hat one I like a lot. It's just, if I'm going from sheer work volume, I feel like the Minecraft one did so much more. At the
yeah.
same
No,
time,
I agree. I'm in
rest
agreement
of
with
it
that.
done in a week time, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm totally like I was thinking the same thing really because this one just had like so much character and like thought gone into it. And this one, as well, like to individually like place all of those Lego pieces, like I feel like that would have taken a long time and a lot of like planning to be able to get something like that to
Yeah.
work. I love it. I'm gonna go play Minecraft later tonight. Go
Yeah, man.
download it.
I thought, yeah, this was a fun one. You guys did a great job on it. Really good models. I didn't really see anything that was like, oh wow, no, these are all really good models. Just some rendering issues, just some lighting issues, and then make sure everyone that's listening that like you're at least show us your wireframes, your breakdowns, your process, your reference, like all those things help. Just because again, as we go through the process of looking at the rookies winners and even just reviewing portfolios, that's what we look for. So yeah, great work though.
Awesome. So we're going to go through and review some of the other weeks, probably either next week, or we'll make a time to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
we're 2 weeks behind, so we got to go back and like maybe we can do it next week, next Monday,
Yeah.
where we can kind of just go back and so we can check out 60 and 59. There wasn't that many submissions for those. I think there was like 4 each week, so we can
Mhm.
knock those
All
out.
right.
But yeah, we should be
Sounds
back.
good.
And, next week we'll be back same time ish.
Did I get the time right? The
Yeah,
time
no,
zone?
it's fine. Yeah.
Awesome. No, that's good.
Did you reveal the major portions? Not yet. So we've been behind just because of her moving and me kind of like dealing with like we had power outages and just stuff here. So we're going to go. We're going to do like either next week or we'll do like a special session where we do week 60 and drill 60 and drill 59. So we missed two
Mm.
of them, but we just tackled 61 today with Legos. So we will be
No,
getting to those for sure.
yeah, some of these like submissions are incredible. I can't wait to go through them.
Yeah.
So rest assured, we'll get through them. It's just been, yeah, crazy on our side. So
Yeah. So,
hopefully, yeah, get back to regular and see you all next week.
yeah, hopefully you get out of lockdown.
I hope so. I don't think I'm getting out anytime soon. It's fine. This is fine.
Hopefully your plans don't die behind you.
Yeah, I'm just. I need to find a hobby.
You're just gonna get really good at work. You're gonna get really good at Mari. There you go.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully I'm still alive next week. Next week
All
I'll
right.
be in like my trackies and my like I'll roll out of bed. Would have
All right.
gotten to the All right.
Let's see you next week. Bye, everyone.